I got a 1978 Toyota FJ40. I'm going to do a little walk around of it here. Got this a couple years ago now. Going to start getting her restored. Here's the front of it. It's in pretty bad condition, so got a lot of work to do. But this first video, we're going to tackle taking all the seats out, taking the roll bar out of this thing, and getting her cleaned up and seeing where all the rust's at. It's pretty bad shape, but we're gonna make it look new by the end of it. There's the heater in the back, gas tank here. One more over there I gotta take out by you. I couldn't get to it because the seat was in the way. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got it. Now we should be able to get this seat out.
Oh yeah, it's still bolted down here.
No, it must be a nut under there.
Yep.
Can you get to it?
Yeah, easily. I just need a wrench.
Look, Dad, I found the original wheel iron, Toyota Motor Company.
I'd hold on to that.
Yeah.
Okay, can you go ahead? Okay, you're good. There, coming up.
Yep. All right, now let's grab this out.
Maybe we should disconnect the heater too. Okay, that one's welded on, but these two here.
We're going to be taking off the kick panels right here.
I'll get a new wheel on there.
Well, I don't know. No, well, yeah, but I got my spot weld grinder that'll work. What are we using for door? Are we gonna do the cover on this too?
We can, yeah. And there we have it. The next part we're going to do is we're going to be taking off the little bolts here. Toyota made it really easy to get these cabs off, and we're going to be cutting right down across the whole way here, taking the body mounts off and lifting this whole thing up. We are cut all the way through.
Taking these body bolts off. Oh, she's just spinning.
We're going to be taking the wheel off and starting to get this fender off as well. So let's start with that. The lug nuts should be a 21 or 20, and it's a 21. There's going to be some wires going to the marker blinker lights over here. Best tool ever. Same thing with that one, just spinning so. Looks like we got some bolts over here. Alright, well, looks Looks like most of it's going to have to be done from up top. Alright, then looks like this vacuum line goes right to here. And that one moves back to itself. We got the inner and outer fender off on this side, and we took the shock off. We got this back piece off. Got the inner and outer fender off.
The FJ40's frame is back from the sandblaster. They did a wonderful job there. This FJ had been sitting for probably about 10 years, so it wasn't on any of the harsh roads, and the frame just ended up being in great condition. We don't got to worry about strengthening anything. Here is the end result here after the blasting. Wonderful. I'm going to be getting this all coated up. We're going to be using Fix. It's a corrosion treatment with zinc phosphate. It's almost like an etch, and this is going to help the black epoxy we're going to put on there adhere better to the frame and not have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. So I would highly recommend this. One thing to note, if you're going to be using body filler on anything, you don't want to use this over, because the body filler would not adhere. It'll almost just peel right off. This will kind of create a coating that won't allow the body filler to adhere. So for something like epoxy or some kind of rust protection that you're putting over a frame or under an underbody, spraying this on clean bare metal, some rusted metal as well, is a wonderful option. So would highly recommend doing that. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to spray a light coating on. You don't want to do it heavy, or you can get a film on there and then you got to wipe that off before you put your epoxy. So just do light sprays, I would say about 6 to 8 inches away from the metal. So kind of like that, and kind of do a little spray motion. A little goes a long way with this stuff. So work time is about 5 minutes and the cure time is 30 minutes. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. You don't got to go too crazy with it. Almost do like a spray can type motion, and all is good. Alright, and there we go. So we're going to let this sit now for about 30 minutes. Come back with a couple paper towels and just wipe the surface off. It'll be ready for the epoxy. Alright, so it's not completely done, but I got a lot of the black epoxy primer laid down on here. I'm going to let it now air out for a couple hours before I push it back into the shop. And then at some point I'm going to get it on the lift so I can spray on the underside. It's a little too difficult to try to spray with a can when you're only 2-3 feet off the ground. So we'll walk around and show you what it looks like now. Nice black coating to it of epoxy primer. And there we have it.